One big leaguer who gives out pit sauce.
Oh, right here, guys, right here. Who doesn't like the pit sauce?
We're in mid-season form. You ready to go? All-Star game fast approaching. I need one big leaguer who you want to see make his first All-Star game.
I'm gonna go down south, baby, to Miami. I'm gonna pick a Marlin, Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah.
I mean, how much fun is this guy to watch? Case, we talked about it last night. One of the most exciting players in our game right now. I mean, all the drip in the world, all the swag, plenty of charisma. Jazz Chisholm, got to see him in the All-Star game.
What color hair is he gonna have if he gets to LA?
LA, I'm gonna go with the blue, LA blue, right? He's gonna go with the flow. That's him. Or he's gonna go with his fit. Whatever his fit is, Jazz is gonna have it right. But, he always comes with it. But the kid can play, man. I mean, he's really blooming right now to a superstar.
Who's your guy, Carlos?
I'm gonna go with Arraez. I think that he is one of these guys that is a gamer. And you guys, you would appreciate this because we talk about, power, this and that. He's absolutely raking, Camp, like crushing baseballs, gap to gap. And guess what? That still has a lot of value. We're talking about the 3 true outcomes. Forget that with him. He's gonna put the ball in play. He's gonna drive in runs. And if you look at how much he contributes to the team, that's my pick.
Plays good D too.
I'm gonna go out west to my guy, Ty France. This guy has just been raking all year long, right? Yeah. Top 10 in batting average, on-base percentage, everything. Doesn't strike out much, goes line to line, just a great player. He's been the one consistent bat in that lineup all year for the Mariners, and I'd love to see him out there in LA. He deserves it, and I hope he keeps raking these next few weeks when the voting matters.
Yeah, I go back and forth between the most deserving stars and then the stars, right? You want to see Joey Votto in the All-Star game, but you also want to see the guy from Cincinnati who has the best numbers. Where do you stand on that?
Yes. No, I think nowadays I want to see the guys with the best numbers.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Back in the day, you just...
you love a fan's pick, but, I saw a buddy of mine, Ben Verlander. He had Ronald Acuna Jr. on his list. Come on, that's my guy. I love him. Maybe my favorite player in the game, people who know me, I love Ronald Acuna. But I want to see guys who are earning it right now.
Well deserved, right? Yes. One big leaguer who can help out a contender. We heard JP Morosi talking earlier in the show about Wilson Contreras, Luis Castillo, always in the trade rumors. Who's your guy, Cam?
I'm going to stick to a North Carolina boy, Hickory, North Carolina boy, Madison Bumgarner.
Can you imagine, honestly?
Oof.
I want to see the big lefty on the contender. This guy still can pitch. He still can get guys out. He's maybe the most fiery competitor in our game. I mean, who gets more ticked off and more, angry than Mad Bum? You need that on the mound. He pitches better when he's like that. So I would love to see, dare I say, a Yankees or one of these contenders go and get another arm. I think you can never have enough pitching when you're going down the stretch, getting into the playoffs. So I would love to see Bumgarner in a new uniform.
Can you imagine him all gritty and manly walking into your clubhouse? I mean,
right?
He's the man.
Madison comes in. Who's your guy?
Hardcore. How about Andrew Benintendi? An all-around, just solid player who can play all outfield positions and handle the bat, run the bases. I like how well-rounded his game is. We can argue here like, he hasn't really exploded the way everyone expected. This guy's a solid player, and if we're going to talk about adding value to your ball club and contributing, he can certainly do that.
Yeah, you said it, Los. That's who he is. He's a consistent ball player. He's a really good ball player, and he is exploding. How do you not want consistency, right? Exactly. He's going to continue to get
given
better.
this situation.
Well, I know we're on the same page because I'm going Madison Bumgarner too. As soon as I think of this question, Bumgarner comes right. Quick. And I think the biggest thing with him is his postseason experience. And this guy's got a 2.11 ERA, one of the greatest pitchers in postseason history. So if you're a contender right now, I think of the Blue Jays too. A contender right now that needs that one more star, that one more ace to push you over the top. Bumgarner's the guy that comes right to mind.
Was there one guy in your career that you acquired at the deadline that kind of dropped the mic?
Oof.
Who walked in? Like a Madison Bumgarner?
Put me in the spot. I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Think about it. Just, put it
let me think about
I was on contenders later in my career. I was
all right, come back to me on it. One big leaguer who you'd love to see mic'd up during a game. Did you ever wear a mic during a game?
I did it. I wish I would have for sure been the guy to wear one, right?
Yes, you would.
I'm mad nobody ever came and asked me because I would have been the first guy. So when I talk about charisma, when I talk about spontaneity, again, I'm gonna circle back to Miami. How do you not want Jazz? I went down the list. I went down a long list of names, guys I love, and I'm like, give me Jazz. Look at this. I mean, the celebrations, the flair. This is what it's supposed to look like. Grown men playing a kid's game. He's having fun, enjoying it. Again, give me Jazz Chisholm on the mic.
You have to be charismatic and funny and catch a line drive all at the same time. That can't be easy.
Exactly.
By the way, Verlander came in 2017. That was a mic drop.
Yes.
on.
Big mic drop. And when he came through the locker room, guys were like,
We're doing this.
whoa, here we go. We got that guy. Absolutely. Big mic drop.
Who would wear a mic for you?
All right, even beyond a mic, I would love to hear his thoughts. Christopher Morel with the Cubs. Taking the big leagues by storm here early on, all right? But the way he goes about his business camp, this guy's always excited to be in the ballpark. Says hello to everybody. Everybody, even the security guy. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, mother. Unbelievable. I want to know what he's thinking. Plays like his hair's on fire.
Babyface assassin is what I call this guy.
He reminds me of Willie Adames.
Right?
Yes,
right.
Yes, a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
And I
want to know what he's thinking.
I've been in the clubhouse with him. When I tell you the happiest guy in the clubhouse, easily Christian Morel.
It's not an act. He doesn't take anything for granted. Nothing.
Case, were you the happiest
You know,
guy in the clubhouse?
I was a very happy
already
guy in
heard
the
about
clubhouse.
Cam.
No, only when
By the
Cameron
way-
Maven came in.
By the way, you're not very nice. Yeah.
That's not true. I loved him. He knows.
He knew our time was coming to an end in Detroit.
I go, Cam, you're about to be out here, so am I. You did saddle up, buddy. No, you know what's funny? I did wear the mic a lot, and a quick superstition story. I think I was 0 for 40 with it one time. I remember Cardinals. We were game of the week or something, and I went down. I took it out, 0 for 4. I slammed it down. That's not good. Sorry about that, guys, for doing that. Facing Isringhausen, I'm like, I go out there with no mic on, punch out, end the game. I'm like, maybe it's not the mic, maybe it's me. But the guy that I want to see with the mic on all the time is Anthony Rizzo. You got to have the former first baseman over there to get the best conversations.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
And I just remember when Riz was mic'd up, was it last year or 2 years ago, when he was like, Freddie!
Yes.
Everyone's chasing Freddie
Yes.
Freeman back, and he's like, Frederick!
Frederick.
I mean, it's unbelievable TV. So anytime Rizzo's got a mic on, it's must-see TV.
Personality for days. I will leave you with this. One big leaguer who you would like to trade places with. Is this tough or just top of mind?
It wasn't tough for me. I don't know why. It was two guys that came to mind, Shohei and Aaron Judge. I want to be Aaron Judge. I mean, in New York, in the pinstripes, he's about to get his paper. He's about to get paid big time. He's raking. He's like 6'9". He's a monster of a man. How could you not want to be Aaron Judge?
I am so on board with this.
I mean, look at this guy, right?
You want to
Great smile, great personality.
Unbelievable. That's my pick too. Aaron Judge.
See, my guy.
Yes. You're gonna be walking around.
I can't believe it, but it's my pick too. Right away, I'm like,
Look at that.
I want to be Aaron Judge, like 100%. And you stand next to this guy, he's like, dude, he's a monster. You're like, this guy's unbelievable. So yeah, Aaron Judge, 100%.
Remember he had a water bottle in his hand the other day, and Robert made the joke. He's like, look, it's a gallon of water.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Exactly. I mean, he's different.
Okay.